is Daniel Mendoza, and I'm going to be demonstrating and showing two different exercises for y'all. One's going to be a core exercise, and the other one's going to be a balance exercise. These are both going to be in the strength level when it comes to the OBT model. So you would have to get stabilization level, work on that first before you move on to the strength level. These are definitely in the strength level. The first one I'm going to show you is a variation of a plank that I came up with. I've seen a walking plank before, and that's if you've never done a plank, it's where you're in plank position and you move up to your arms. Well, this one, I just added an extra variable in there to where I'm doing leg lifts also. I came up with this just because when I was helping clients or helping friends out, they hated the plank. They hated waiting there for 20 seconds watching the clock. It was grueling, it was boring for them. So this way, it gives you reps with the plank. So it's still stabilization, but it's also strength. So the most important part of this is what they call drawing in your pelvic region, drawing in like a posterior pelvic tilt. So the top of your iliac, you're going to turn it this way. When you turn it in this way, your abs, your abdominis are going to crunch together. Once you do this, it's going to give you a rigidness. It's going to give you stability. Once you draw this in, you're going to bear down. You're going to tighten everything. You're going to tighten your obliques. You're going to tighten your abdominals. You're going to tighten your quads and everything. This is going to make you stiff as a board, and that's plank position. So once you're in plank position, you start, because you're not going to be able to hold it for very long once you start this. Okay, so to demonstrate, I'm going to get myself into plank position, like so. Forearms about shoulder width apart. On your forearms, I mean, arms shoulder width apart. And I'm going to draw in, and I'm going to bear down. And that's going to be plank position. Once I do that, I'm going to start. And everything I do, a leg lift, up to my hands, everything I do is going to be for around a 1 second count. So, I'm going to draw in, and then bear down. And then I start. It's one. 1,001. Up, up, down, down. That's one rep. So you'll be doing 8 to 12 reps. So to demonstrate in a more fluid fashion, it'll be like this. Okay, so that's like a walking plank with leg lifts. I'm not sure what you would call that. How would you say walking plank? So you're going to do, depending how many core workouts and balance workouts you have with this, you're going to do anywhere from 2 to 4 sets, 8 to 12 reps. With these, I like to do 12 reps, and I do 3 sets. And I rest 30 seconds in between. So once I do this, you'll move on to your balance exercise. As you can see, I'm already sweating. Anyway, with the balance exercise, I apologize, you're probably not going to get my face. I couldn't get the camera phone high enough, but you don't need that. The most important part is this. For the balance exercise I'm going to show you, it's going to be the single leg Romanian deadlift. With this, it's different than of course, the plank. You're not going to do the pelvic tilt. You're not going to draw, but you still want to bear down. You still want to get your core nice and tight. So let's see if you can see my feet. You want your feet shoulder width apart, toes pointed straight forward. You want your hips to be neutral, no tilt, no nothing. And you want your spine to be neutral. You don't want to hunch, you don't want to over exaggerate it, you want it to be neutral. The most important part of this exercise is progressing. The goal of this exercise is to lift one leg up and reach down and touch your toes. When you touch your toe, though, you want to have a slight bend in your knee, and you want your spine to stay neutral. So, to demonstrate, I'm going to lift my one leg up. My left leg is what I'm going to start with. And with the same side, my left arm, I'm going to reach down and try to touch my toe. But with the progression, if you're new to this, you're going to say, let's touch your knee first. You touch your knee. If that's pretty easy for you, you can move down to your shin. Nice and slow, keep your back straight, touch your shin. Once this becomes easy for you, then you can actually get down to where you're touching your toe. So, hands on my hips, lift my leg up, nice and slow with my back straight. I'm going to bend down and touch my toe. That's 1. That's 2. With this one also, you're going to do around 2 to 4 sets, 8 to 12 reps, depending if you have any other extra balance exercise in there. And then you switch legs, each leg. Once you get to the point to where even touching your toe is easy, there's different other variables you can throw in to up the difficulty. One thing I like to do is I add a dumbbell. I like to add weight to it. But other methods I see people doing are standing on, you know, a balance board or one of those Bosa balls or one of those discs to give some instability and then work that way. But either way, the most important thing is going to be back straight, hips neutral, legs straight forward, feet straight forward, legs about shoulder width apart, and work slowly at a progression. Knees, shins, feet. With this, you can do anywhere from 0 to 60 seconds rest. I like to do 30 seconds rest, just depending. Sometimes you can superset them. Do the plank, move to the balance, rest 30 seconds. Plank, balance, rest 30 seconds. Plank, balance, rest 30 seconds, and then get some cardio in. But that's it. So it's going to be a walking plank with leg lift variation, and then it's going to be a single leg Romanian deadlift. So just to emphasize one more time, with the plank, draw on your hips, like a posterior pelvic tilt, bear down, tighten everything. With a single leg, hips neutral, back neutral, toes pointed straight ahead, feet shoulder width apart, progress. Okay, well that's it. My name is Daniel Mendoza, and thanks for watching.